Jon and I are back together again, and we are not experts at kayak camping, but we have discovered we really love it.
That's true.
Jon's done a lot of kayak fishing. We've both done a lot of camping of various sorts, but putting the two disciplines together has been just a riot. And today we just wanted to show you what we brought on this trip.
Gear up and get outside.
We started in Noxon Reservoir in Montana. In my mind, I think in Chase's mind also, we were thinking backpack.
Yes.
Like, so basically the discipline of backpack packing and all of that stuff, lightweight, small stuff on a kayak, essentially, right? That's where we started?
Yeah, I was thinking I gotta keep weight down, keep it compact, but I had this extra stuff because also everything's needed to stay dry. So I'm thinking about that. Plus I was bringing camera gear to do videos and I'm like, man, this seems like a lot of gear. Yeah. How in the world am I gonna get all this on this boat without sinking?
What we found that was, I had a lot of extra space in my boat. We both are using the Hobie Mirage Outback, which is a pretty big, it's like 14.5-foot fishing kayak. But we both found that there's a lot of extra space, a lot of unused space that we could deploy. So,
and that you can load them up. Like all the gear I had, I put on there, and we could have done more. So on this trip, we did do more.
In fact, I was nervous because I put the cooler on my kayak last time. I thought it would be unsteady. I couldn't even tell it was on there.
Yeah.
Like the performance was not different at all.
Starting just kind of with the camping gear part, this is what we brought.
So this started for me like, okay, so I'm not going to take my backpack because if it gets wet, everything will get wet.
Yeah.
So we did the dry bags. So this is essentially all the personal effect clothing. I read a book in the morning. Gosh, my sleep bag's in here. It's like the backpack on backpacking.
Yeah.
And originally I had my tent in there too. This tent looks massive right now, but because that's what you do in your backpack. Everything is in one bag.
Yeah.
And it was hard to escape that mentality. And then this is just the food and the snacks. I had it in a nylon bag last time and it got wet and never dried. So this is just like a cheap dry bag from Amazon.
Oh, nice. Plenty
of room in there. I just brought the biggest small tent that I have, which is a 3-man tent. It's nice and big, very roomy, very comfortable.
He's sitting in his chair in there, which we brought nice chairs also. Sitting in his chair reading, had coolers of ice and next to his cot. This is awesome. So what I brought is similar. I did just bring my backpacking tent because, I don't know, that suited me. And I just brought that. I'm in there by myself. We got cots. This is a cheap Amazon cot.
Yeah, I got mine in here.
He's got similar one there.
And the cots are incredible, right?
Oh man, it levels out any ground because one thing we found just in 2 trips is we're camping in places people don't usually camp. It's okay to camp here, don't worry. We're on public land, but they're not like established campgrounds. Right. So we're on rough ground. So even if it's flat and level, which is already lucky, it's probably going to be very undulating under your mattress. And so we brought our sleeping pads, but the cot just sort of like flattens out any ground you're on. And man, I just sleep so much better on a cot. And these are the low lying cots. They only set up 5 or 6 inches.
I was very skeptical about those little cots because it seems like they're not robust enough, but they are remarkable.
Yeah. They're kind of a pain to put together, but it's worth it.
About 10 minutes of assembly and it's a little, but dang. This is where we slept. It's just the ground is just as rough as you can imagine. Yeah. Thorns and rocks.
Yeah, we found this little road that most of us were set up on because that was like the flattest places we could find, but it was still kind of gnarly, so we're glad we had the cots. I've got this like dry waterproof duffel bag that's coming out from Arctic that I'm using this trip testing out. Also brought a sleeping pad, so this is just an REI Helix. I put that on my cot. That's an Amazon special cot, nothing fancy. I used, we got a sleeping bag. I use the Rumpel wrap sack. I've been trying that out. I like it pretty well. Kind of get twisted up in it. It's so slippery, but it's a nice lightweight summer bag that I enjoyed this trip. Got all my clothes. I brought an extra pair of shoes that I don't need because I'm just wearing Crocs the entire time.
Yeah, you don't need them.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
That is like, all right, that was I could have left at home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Off-road Crocs.
Fancy here. Yeah, yours are rugged.
I know those are cool.
Those are so rugged. I got a little bag here that I put my headlamp in. I had some headphones if I wanted to listen or watch something at night. And I got a little mini air pump for my air mattress.
I'm jealous of that. I'm going to borrow that.
I should have let you borrow it last night. I forgot. Cool. I even brought a little lantern.
That's a good idea.
Things like this I would not be taking backpacking.
No, and in my tent last night, I had my iPhone light. They're obnoxious. I need to bring in one of these.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, I was stocked up, man, and I didn't even use it last night. You should have hollered. I didn't think about it. Like, I should have shared the bounty. It's summertime, so clothing-wise, we're pretty easy. But I will say, let's actually mention the clothing, because you told me, like, my thinking was, like, we're going to go kayaking. I'm going to wear my swim trunks and my chacos and a T-shirt. And you said no.
Yeah, no. If you think about it, we start fishing at like 8:30 in the morning, and we finish at like 7 p.m. And you're just in the sun the whole time. So I cover every inch of my skin that I can. I have a big hat, and so does Chase.
So yeah, you long sleeves, long pants. Actually, I think those are your seeding pants. Those are different.
No, these are free fly. Nice. We got these a few years ago.
They dry pretty fast.
They dry within minutes.
So John said, wear pants just because of the sun. I mean, you could sunscreen it up every couple hours.
But you will forget.
Yeah, you will forget. Especially when you're catching tons of fish. Like, we were catching so many fish yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
It was insane. So you didn't want to stop and put sunscreen on. So yeah, long pants. I've got these nice quick dry pants. These are Sedans. He's wearing
these
free
are
flies.
good. These two, these are killer.
Got these. I'm wearing Crocs also. Oh, my socks are sticking back in the bush still.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're dry.
Grab those. Just some socks. He's like, where's socks? And in fact, in the last video I made, we were kayaking, and the guy's like, who wears socks kayaking? Well, it was a recommendation of John's to not get sunburn on your feet, and I'm good with it. In fact, most time on the kayak, I kick off my Crocs and I'm just wearing my socks. So that, and then I wear a sun hoodie instead of the collar thing, and then I'm doing this all day. Yeah. And that worked pretty good. So I was pretty happy with that. Of course, sunglasses, and still put a little sunscreen on your hands and face, but overall, that was the idea. So light layers, dry fast, and jumped in the water a few times, all fully clothed. You get out, you cool off. It's amazing, dude. I love this life.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What else we got here? Oh, I didn't mention this one. This is kind of the elephant in the room. This is large, but this is a pillow. This is a pillow from Hest, the Hest Camp pillow. It's their large size. What a luxurious item this is to have. And that's folded up, dude. That's the dust cover. You unzip it, and it's twice that big laying out. It is so nice. It's like memory foam and stuff inside. And that makes a world of difference for me. So this one is amazing. And there's room in the hold. I just stuffed that inside the kayak. So and that kind of does it for camping gear. Let's go look at let's see our stuff we got over there. Okay. So John, besides the camping gear, we got all this stuff here. Tell us what's going on.
I never take this backpacking heavy. This empty probably weighs a pound. But on the kayak, it's really nice because it keeps your water cold all day. I put this ice and water in yesterday, let's see. It's still cold.
Amazing. Where'd you get all that? Where'd you get the ice?
Yeah, good question. This $500 beautiful cooler holds ice. That's what.
Behold.
3 days now.
This is day 3, and we still got ice for our drinks.
That is the ultimate in luxury. Because this is the water we use. Chase got, what, like 12 gallons, 15 gallons?
We brought water. We didn't want to filter.
A little ice and this, and it's quite delicious, actually. And this cooler is spectacular. 3 days. 3 days with ice, and it's been hot.
It's been very hot. It's been in the sun all the time.
All the time. Literally the entire time.
So we have a dedicated ice cooler.
Of course, here's Chase's.
Yeah, there's mine's even black, and that's been holding cold. Oh yeah.
You might have to speak to this.
Okay, so this is a very bougie thing that Yeti sent us to try out. It's their Rambler 1 gallon jug. It's vacuum insulated. So there's ice in there I put in at my house on Sunday night. What day are we? We're Wednesday?
Yeah.
It's so Wednesday still got ice in there.
Yeah, you can hear it.
And I keep filling it up when it runs out of water. But anyway, we're pouring cold water out of that into mugs, and yeah, we're drinking cold water on this trip. It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty sunny and hot here, so. Is this your camera stuff?
Yeah, so that's a waterproof bag from Arctic that I just put all my camera gear in. So not everybody needs something like that, but when you're doing what we're doing, that's our. And I did throw it in the water, and it floated, and it survived.
Wow, they're really nice. It says ultra dry. That's cool.
Yeah.
This was completely full of soda and ice when we started.
And now we drained the ice, and we got a few drinks left.
This is the one I put on my boat. I bet it weighed like close to 50 pounds.
Oh yeah, we had 20, 30 pounds of ice alone and all the sodas and stuff. So.
And my boat was a little wobbly, but it wasn't bad.
This is a Rugged Road cooler. I forgot the name of it, but
yeah,
Rugged Road. And they say it floats And didn't you toss it in the water? Yeah,
Yeah.
it floats.
I floated a couple times.
I mean, I don't know if it floated when it was packed full. We didn't try that, but
I don't know if it would have.
so ice cooler, soda cooler. Oh, we got a garbage bag.
Yeah, garbage bag.
Full on garbage bag. Brought a couple of those.
Underneath all of their chairs, this is the ice cream experiment. We made a video just about that. So if you want something so luxurious as ice cream after dinner while you're in the backcountry, watch and learn the mistakes we made.
Yes, we did make some mistakes, but
we did learn some things too.
Yeah, so I think we'll have it dialed in next time.
Yeah. These belong to one of our fishermen.
This is Ethan's here.
Yeah.
Get an Oreo for the road.
I'm gonna find that.
That looks like an installation at the MoMA or something.
Or something we just found here that's been here for a decade.
Look,
I mean, that sandal has been in style for 40 years.
It never goes out.
that guaranteed catch you 40 fish an hour.
40 fish an hour, he says.
It's a relic.
And it wouldn't be an outdoor empire adventure without a wooden spoon.
Yeah, John got me on the wooden spoon thing. I found the wooden foon at a farmer's market, and what sold me was the sign said something like "Sporks suck, get a foon."
This even is engraved.
Yeah,
Shades
dude,
right on
look at
there.
that. Put my name on it right there for us.
Classy.
Pretty sweet.
And then the rucks, which I'm not that familiar with, but it's our dry storage. But it's obviously a very high quality item. I think it's collapsible, right, or something?
Yeah, you can collapse it down. It's called the Rux 70 liter. I think they just want you to call it a Rux, but it's like a crate thing. And that top pops open, but it like has elastic around the edges that kind of hold it down. So it's not like a watertight seal, but the material for kayaking, it's great as long as you don't capsize. But it's keeping all the water out. And so this is like our dry food, cooking set, all the
Fuel.
kitchen stuff, which we've got this cast iron skillet and then this single burner butane stove. Collapses down pretty small.
Solar hat.
Oh yeah, gotta have your solar hat.
Next
See
to
a
the
previous video
Pop-Tarts.
about that. Pop-Tarts.
Next to the butane.
Next to the Tostitos.
Next to the old.
The egg crate. Yeah, dude. We were full on eggs and bacon
Oh.
for breakfast. I mean, yeah, tell us, just briefly review our menu for this trip.
Well, we started and had lunch on the river, which was pretty low key, but Chase did bring an entire basket, a container of grapes, which were so good.
That's true.
In the
That's a
backcountry.
spot.
Then that dinner for night, Chase brought a 5-pack of steak. It was New York strips from Costco.
Mm-hmm.
So we cooked them in our trusty cast iron skillet
That guy right there.
on this butane stove, and they were so delicious. We were in sad silence, but that was after we fried a whole bag of green beans and ate those.
French cut, I believe.
Got to be able to fill my socks. You know?
Yeah, dude.
That's
I think if you look closely, there's an Oreo in there.
I already got it out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm pretty hungry. You know?
It's for later.
Later, yeah.
So this has been really cool, and it's kind of expensive from what I understand, but it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's on my hats, and so we use it. It worked. You could probably just as well for that kind of stuff, just use like a crate,
Yeah.
whatever, Rubbermaid or a
Yeah.
Costco yellow and black one, the smaller size. That was nice though, that kind of thing, just to have.
Well, those
stuff.
crates or those bins, the lids crack, they break.
That's true.
You can't really strap them down; they get a little stressed.
Yeah,
Anyway, so that was awesome.
it did the job. It's
did a
easy
great
to hoof
job.
up and down the riverbank.
Yeah, there's water jugs everywhere. We're getting close to the end. And then this was our food cooler.
That is the ultralight, the 30 quart, which fit perfectly in the little, I don't know what you call it, little cargo bay recessed area on that Outback kayak. That was a perfect fit there.
It just snaps into position. This is on your boat, right?
Yeah, so this is where all the food was. It's almost empty now because today's the last day.
There's
But,
some
a
grapes
few
left.
grapes. A little bit of ice left in that. There's some more cold water, some butter if you need it.
We might be able to throw the remaining sodas next to this ice.
Yeah, we should.
So yeah, it's our last day. So we're gonna float out. We got 10 miles to go. So that's the greater gear. This is for the community, you might say.
Well, let's go.
Should we pack it up?
Let's go pack it up and check out the kayaks. Okay, so here's how we're packing these kayaks up. Again, this is the Hobie Mirage Outback. John and I are both on the same type of kayak this trip. Pretty sweet vessel, I gotta say. Not that I have a ton of experience, but this has been a really good time. Got the duffel with my main gear here on the back. These are amazing. These are rock straps. ROK rock straps. They're like bungees, but they're much better. They're flat, the stretchy part, and only one side is stretchy and the other part is like a tie-down strap, backpack strap, nylon. It's got a buckle in the middle. And then there's no hooks on either side. You can see actually I got two bound together here. They're just loops. So you loop them around and through itself. And then that really anchors solid to things. You don't have hooks flying about. So I discovered these recently. They were originally made for motorcycling, but man, they are awesome for this. Would you agree, John?
I would totally agree.
Anyway, I got plenty of them going on. That's holding this down super tight. Obviously, it's waterproof. Cooler fits right here. This cooler is the perfect size for this particular kayak, if you're curious. And then we got this little milk crate kayak rack, homemade one with some PVC for the rods. It's getting a little cattywampus here. I broke the zip ties today or yesterday, but anyway, it does the trick. In there, I got water jugs. So I got a gallon. I got that big Yeti jug. And more water. I got my snacks, and then I got some extra like bungees and stuff just in case we needed them, which we haven't. Live vest, fishing net, of course, because we're mainly here to do a lot of fishing, and our tools. Really like the little organization on this kayak as well. We have been carrying some walkie-talkies. This is the Walkie-Talkie 5 watt, which is, we've done a review on that, and that is just amazing. It's got the best range. You're supposed to have a GMRS license when you use them, and it's also waterproof, so very nice walkie-talkies. That just helps because we get spread out. We're all fishing, not paying attention to each other. Look at that cup holders, dude, 2 of them. I got my water here and my big thermos, and then I got a koozie with a cold soda all day long. That is glorious. There's this hatch in the middle, which is really convenient, and John's tip was mainly put fishing, your bait and stuff in there, so that's really convenient to be able to do all your stuff, but I got some snacks in there too. And then here's the hatch that we got so much stuff into, and I mean there's a dry bag with some random gear we were testing on this trip, but in there I got my tent, I got a cot, I had that long tripod. We had this light that I brought, and it's like this long. That is sitting right down under here now. My pillow keeps the bow up. And yeah, so that's where it's nice on like backpacking. You can kind of organize and spread out your gear wherever it makes good sense to you. And I'm gonna set my camera bag once we're rolling out right on top, and I'll strap it down with some more rock straps, and we are in business and fishing for the remainder of the day. It's a pretty slick setup. Comfortable, all this comfort gear you're not wanting for really anything.
I got this kayak about 4 years ago. I've been into fishing the past maybe 6-7 years, and I just wanted to do something a little different. And there's a few YouTubers who really make it look fun. So I got this kayak, and this is the red one, and it's been kind of a life-changing piece of equipment, which doesn't happen that often. A lot of equipment you buy and use it once and it sits in your garage or somewhere forever. This has not been this way. This has done some pretty gnarly adventures. The heart of this kayak is the pedal drive system. This is called I think it's the 180, the Mirage Drive 180, which means it goes forward when you pull this tab and backwards when you pull this one, or this loop. And the way that it works is you kick, and these do this. I think they were inspired by seals. Not Navy SEALs, but actual seals. And this company, Hobie, is obviously a pretty big company. It's in Ventura, California. I'm pretty sure they're inspired by those seals all over the coast of California.
That's cool.
But if you go flat out with this on flat water, you can go about 5 miles an hour. That's pretty taxing on the legs. So we do a pretty leisurely pace without current. I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But with the current, there were times I think we were going about 6 or 7. Which was really fun. It felt like the Bionic Man or something.
Yeah, when you need to cover ground, you can really cover some ground.
Yeah. These seats are good for all day. I've spent a lot of days in these seats, but I got this cushion on there. It just kind of helped me. But like Chase, I've got tackle in the hold here. Mine's a huge mess because I just have junk in there. And I've got about 1,000 ants right now in my boat.
Look at that.
They're literally everywhere. I was up against these weeds all night. There's garbage and stuff. We'll clean that up. These clean up remarkably well. Like Chase, I have a net dry bag. Mine's not strapped in, it just sits here. It's pinched in pretty good.
Oh, nice. That's how you've been riding with it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It gives
and I'm sure it'd float, if they fall out.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
And we're not on, we shouldn't give the wrong impression here. We're not on whitewater.
No.
We are on just flat water. It's got a current, but it's nice and smooth and comfortable. It's not intimidating.
We're not in.
We've had no tip over. We have had a couple bailouts. This guy bailed out.
I did. Yeah.
went after a fishing rod that went down in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bailed out once, so we've had a couple bail outs, but nobody's lost a boat or any gear.
No. I've got the cooler strapped on the back. I've got to reorient this situation.
Yeah, that's the trash bag.
But this is a pretty cool accessory we got a few years ago. It's a power pole micro. It's a shallow water anchor. So let me just put power to it real quick. And then this remote, you double tap. It's getting really low on battery. It may not want to work. Dang.
Let's see, look at that. It's like a, what is it? How long is that rod?
It's
7, 8 feet?
But once it gets in the water, you probably get around 5, 6 feet of, deep. Yeah, mine's dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, that just shoves it down in the mud so you can kind of stop and fish a hole, or
it's very convenient.
Or it's also helped just anchor our boats, and then we were tying them all together. Because as you can see, we got 5 boats here, 5 guys. And at night we were just tying them all together and then running those into the ground. Ran one into shore last night too, right? Up kind of in the mud, and then
we just
tied
stuck
everything
it
to that.
in the mud and used that as a spike because there's not a lot of trees right on the shore.
This is all like Russian olive trees with those big thorns on them. There's probably some cottonwoods in there.
Not exactly hospitable, but you just have to kind of find a little spot.
All these reeds and stuff. It is thick. So when we find a place we can scurry up the bank to camp, that's what happened last night. And we just left the boats down here in the water, but they're all there.
Yeah. So that's the Hobie Mirage Outback from my perspective.
Just one more thought that I wanted to cut in here and say is that these kayaks, the pedal drive kayaks, are nice because it keeps your hands free so that you can fish. I also find it to exert less energy to pedal than to paddle. So you still have a paddle because a lot of times you get in shallow water and you got to pull that pedal drive out, or you got to paddle through the muck or something, and it's a backup, right? But the nice thing about these pedal drive is that your hands are free. You can move around and maneuver. You've got a little rudder control here on either side of your person, so you can run it with your right or your left hand, depending on the kayak model. And there's going to be a lot of other model kayaks, different brands and different gear that would do the job for this kind of adventure. So don't feel like you have to have what we have. This is just what we have, and it's working for us, and it's a good time. But I hope it helps you figure out how you can have this kind of an adventure too. All right, guys, I hope that was interesting to you, that maybe you learned something. And if you didn't, I hope you were mildly entertained. We have had a fantastic time doing this. It's the kind of adventure that makes you want to take another adventure and another one and another one. And this is a fantastic way just to reset, get out, enjoy the outdoors, do some fishing. What an awesome way to camp. What an awesome way to camp. I mean, this is a recent discovery. I think we'll do more of it. We're not pros at it, but I hope that our kind of new perspective on this maybe informs you a little bit and can help guide your choices if you decide to try this. Be safe out there, have a good time. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to see more, or you want to hear stories about our adventures, you should sign up for the Honey Hole email newsletter. I send that out every week, every Sunday. It includes a few outdoor gear deals. You'll be entered in weekly gear giveaways, but I also usually tell a story either about some gear test we did or about an adventure like this that we went on. So it's a lot of fun. It's really light and easy, and it's a good time. So I hope to see you there. Gear up and get outside.